see a salesperson, when you see them, do like this. It takes a lot to be in sales, and I'm not talking all those I branch into sales because I define money kind of people. I'm talking about people who are actually in sales as a career. It's tough, it's hard, and it doesn't get to a point where you feel like, oh yes, I've hacked this sales thing, now I can talk to anybody and I just say, take my money. That's when I was showing you that time, give me my money. It doesn't get to a point where you say, oh, now you're a master of sales, so everybody that you talk to must pay. Say for example, you're a videographer or you're into videography. The more you advance, the more videos that you edit, you shoot, like you get better, your work becomes better, right? So I mean, it gets to a point where you are just giving out back to back, your work is a banger. But with sales, even the more you stay in sales, the longer you're a salesperson for, it doesn't get to a point where you're not anybody you just talk to, you just say. Of course, your rate of closing will go higher. But my point is just that with sales comes a lot of no's. I mean, no. And a lot of salespeople, or a lot of budding salespeople, they've not developed that thick skin to really help them to want to take a no and not internalize the no. So this video is about how you turn no's to yeses. Like I said, the more you advance in sales, the lesser your frequency of no's. And if you are still getting a lot of no's and your product is fantastic, when I say sales, it doesn't have to do with just real estate. If you're a business person, you need to have sales skills. Even if you have staff or sales girls that sell for you, if you cannot teach them some very core things, you keep losing money. You won't make as much money as you should be making. So sales skill is necessary for everybody. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh, so that's why I'm talking to those that sell a particular kind of item. No, every single business in the world needs customers, and if you need customers to patronize you for you to make money, then you need to know about sales. How do we turn no's to yes? First off, this video is a very simple one, very straight to the point, no bullshit. So number one is always have empathy. I see a lot of people into sales. I'm a sales manager. I have a team that I head over in sales, and I also train people. I also consult for companies. So when I say I see a lot of people, it means I've had different interactions and encounters with different people in different industries, and they keep making this one mistake when it comes to empathy. Now, empathy means that you understand where the person is coming from. It's different from sympathy. It means that when somebody tells you, oh man, this week has just been so hectic for me, I'm just so tired. You're not saying, oh, sorry, but what about that shoe you said you wanted to buy from us now? No, you have empathy, you ask more questions. I say to my people that you put yourself in the shoes of the person you're talking to. If I'm trying to sell to somebody right now, as I'm having the convo with the person, one person tells me something and I'm replying, in my head, next thing I'm thinking is, if I was the one, what kind of response will I want to hear? Of course, we are different, right? But I don't think there are people that just will not want you to empathize with them in certain scenarios. And when you're trying to sell to somebody, know that sales is emotion, or let me say emotion is involved in sales. So if you do not follow through with that convo, like the human that you are, you will lose the person. You will totally lose the person. Now, let me give you a particular scenario of what happened to me recently. I had a lady that just came. I just finished a physical event. I organized a physical event, and by the grace of God, this was fantastic. A particular lady texted me after and said, oh, SSR, note, we've never spoken. She has never spoken to me about anything, no chat, nothing. Hi, SSR, well done on the yard sale. That was the event I organized. Well done on the yard sale, blah, blah, blah. The next thing that followed was a long distance. I want to introduce you a life-changing opportunity. And I'm like, when I read, I just removed it. I just closed the chat. I didn't even give her audience. I didn't even reply to what she said in the beginning. Because that was just, she didn't think it through. You don't, that is not how you sell. She totally put me off. And let me tell you where she now further put me off. So she started calling me. First off, I said she has never spoken to me before. She just, after my event, she just said, well done on the yard sale. Immediately she started selling to me. Next, she started calling me on phone. I'm like, what's happening? So I picked up. I didn't even know it was even her, because I didn't really check the name. Remember, we've never spoken. I say, hi, Esosa, my name is blah, 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 blah. I texted you on WhatsApp. I'm just calling because you've not replied. I think I dropped the call. I can't remember. Then she not texted on WhatsApp and told me the same thing. I was the one who just called you. I didn't reply. A couple of hours later, Another text again, they say, I know you are busy, but you could at least just reply. Trust me, I will never get anything from that lady. There's nothing on planet Earth that will make me buy something from her. And that's what a number of you are doing when it comes to your sales process. No single empathy. You act like a human. You don't just carry, maybe, I don't, maybe they just brought her into that company, or she just joined whatever the industry that is. Imagine, I didn't even check to see what you're trying to sell me. I can't even tell you exactly what you're trying to sell me, but she totally put me off from our introduction, and then from her calling me and all that process. That is how you put off people. So that kind of scenario, what could she have done? Start a convo with me. Allow me warm up to her. Presently, I'm a cold customer for her, or I'm a cold audience to her. So if you know you want to sell something to me, then you make me a warm audience. It means that after she complimented me for the event, she could have stopped there. Maybe when I drop another post, she compliments again. I drop a video about something, she engages my video. She has conversations with me. She can do that for a week. Believe you me, if she now tries to now send me that same message that she sent, I'll be more open to want to read it and give her audience, because she has warmed me up over time. Not just bombarding me and now calling me and still sending messages about I know you are busy, but can you just reply? Nah, I will never buy anything from such a person. That's the mistake a lot of you are making. Second one is be very honest. Be open, be very, very honest. Like, be very honest. Particular thing happened in the company I work with, and usually when such thing happens in that industry, right, when the companies in the industry communicate to clients, they don't tell them what it is. They sugarcoat it, or they won't even say anything. But we came out straight, told the clients, this is what is happening. And I got on a long call with one of our clients, and it was like, I'm so grateful that you are this honest with me. I'm thankful that you are telling me this. This means a lot to me. People value honesty. People want to know what is going on. So if, for example, yours is that a package is being delayed from the delivery company, don't ghost your clients. If your own is that maybe something that maybe they pre-ordered and the item is not coming in from China or wherever you order from in time, and then you don't know how to explain, they are ghosting your clients, you are making matters worse. They will most likely not come back. We're talking about turning no's to yeses, right? So they will most likely not come back. Be honest, even if the situation is a very dear one, even if things are messed up, come out and say it as it is. Explain things as it is. Be very honest. So this will help you further make them trust you and refer you to other people that will need your product or your service. Be plain honest. Don't try to lie. Don't ghost customers. Don't sugarcoat anything. Come out as it is. As long as you know that you yourself, you are being honest with them. You're not hiding them. You're not playing pranks with your customers, right? If you know that what you're trying to do, you have them at heart and you're trying to deliver to them, and something is happening that is trying to prevent that or making it seem like you're not doing your job, then come out and explain. Now, lastly, you should have heard this before, but I will reiterate it because it's very, very important. Listen. If you are talking to a client, talking to a customer, listen more than you speak. When they speak more, you have the higher tendency of closing them. But if you are the one rambling and rambling, you might have as well lost them. So when you ask them questions, or maybe when they come to you and say, oh, I need this, ask questions to further know what they really need it for. Ask questions like your doctor would ask you questions when you go to the hospital. If you go and meet your doctor and tell your doctor that, oh, I have a headache, they'll not just say, oh, take paracetamol. They will ask you, for how long? Do you have it in front of your head, back of your head? They will ask you, have you used anything? So ask questions like a doctor would. When you ask those questions, you allow your client or your customer to speak. Always allow them speak. Then when they speak very well, right, give them time to speak, then you now give responses, and then you know what you can recommend as your product. Because the more your client speaks, the higher tendency you have of closing them. I'll give you a bonus one. Always try to take conversations from chats to calls. Sometimes if I'm chatting with somebody right now, and maybe because they don't add emojis to their conversations, you think that they're kind of harsh. Maybe they are raising their voice because there are no emojis in it. But I'm talking on a call. When you talk voice to voice, like you can hear each other, right? You know that, okay, this person is actually not harsh to me. The convo is okay. So sometimes text can be misinterpreted. So as much as possible, take your sales conversations from text to a phone call. Always ask, can I give you a call? Or would you prefer a voice note? that is also gonna give you a higher tendency or more advantage of turning the no's to yeses. And of course, it shortens your sales cycle, because somebody can reply you now and then go off and do something else and come back 3 hours later, and by then maybe the intensity of how much they needed that thing has really reduced. But imagine that you jump on a call, it's faster to close, faster to have that discussion and close things up than back and forth text. All right, so that'll be all for today. If you've learned a lot from this video, please share it with somebody else. Please share, help us grow. We are growing steady, but really want to grow more. There's so much value on this channel that I know that if more people get to know about it, it will really help them, help their lives a whole lot. So please help us share to more people, and I will see you in the next video.